It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. Two and now on first down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Zaven Collins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Setting to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Zaven Collins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Another try after the first, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Zaven Collins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side, complete. That's Carter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
There's what Carter did in last week's effort. 24 carries, 84 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true idea.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Slaughter is up and good. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Meanwhile, Tua's throw going into the hands of Williams. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Draw play, Carter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to... The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again?
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Zaven Collins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down. Under pressure, they got him again. Zaven Collins, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And some space here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Let's go, baby. So we've reached half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go, let's go.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. They go play action here on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Open man right side is Tony. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
A first down carry for Barkley. Fighting through. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now Tua. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Gets around him, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So Max number one. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mike Wall. Don't get nervous.
To throw again on second down. Tua. He'll air this one out for Mims. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Zaven Collins in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught by Mims. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Carter. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll go again with Carter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Don't let him breathe.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Azeez Ojulari in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Whoa! It still won't go down. The 40. Past the 20.
This is too easy right here.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Zaven Collins, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Again, he finds Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua now on 1st down. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua to throw again. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Barkley. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A good pick up there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't